interacted with you, but I don't remember what it was about. But I had a lot of interaction with you.
Oh yeah?
But I really, I can't remember what it was. Of course it was the subject, but what specifically? So far it doesn't come back.
I'm not quite where I was yesterday, but somehow I tried to get in tune again.
If it is gone, don't try.
Yeah,
if it is not gone,
it's not really gone, but I've been on a real
Je
emotional.
sais pas si il a envie. Regarde, il n'a pas envie de tout ça. Mais elle est belle sa guitare. C'est une vraie guitare.
I cannot.
Voilà.
There's a few things that I'll try and be clear. The thing that's strongest since I've been connecting with you and with the satsang is this frustration that's coming up, like this sense of because somehow before that I was feeling like, okay, I want to be free, but I was feeling it's going to come and it's on time, and there's nothing that I do, there's nothing to try for.
Yeah.
And then since meeting you, this restlessness has come in me, and it's bringing a lot of emotion and pain and last week I had, or sometime recently, I had 2 moments that came very short, but where I really understood for the first time there really is nothing to do or nowhere to go or nothing to attain. I really, in a split second, it happened. But then after that, again, the mind is just completely
Troubles.
yeah, and
But I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very happy. And it's natural that the mind afterwards gets restless and is furious in a way. And will try to suggest you so many other things. It's natural. So don't be fooled by the mind. He will do that. He will do that.
So I guess what provoked the question yesterday was realising I'm coming to satsang, but mostly I'm pulling away because of Rio and not wanting to disturb for everybody else, and then what comes up is the frustrated emotion comes up, because again this sense of I need to be in satsang and I need something, I need to try and so then I feel like, why am I going there? Because without going there I don't have that feeling. I'm really enjoying to be with my son and to be in. So it's like this duality in me and a lot of pain and confusion.
Unavoidable for a young mama.
Yeah.
Unavoidable. But it will pass. In a year it's already a bit gone. But you see, I'm happy that you still come. Because otherwise, will you be satisfied in the end not to search at all, not to come to satsang? That you have to see. But why to wait? Be a bit frustrated, but come. Anyway, when you go, you give your full time to him, and here you are divided. It's all the young mothers are like that. It passes. I had the same. I tell you, sometimes it's but what to do. Don't worry. You know what it brings, which others don't have? The fire. So in that way, you are lucky.
So it's okay that because somehow,
All is okay.
yeah, for sure.
And don't be, you see you are very emotive, emotional. So I would suggest be less impressed by your emotions. They don't mean much. I tell you, they don't mean much. Because anyway, you have to get rid of the hypnotism of your emotions. So don't give so much meanings to them. They are there. Okay, let them leave you. If you don't take them back and try to have a meaning out of it or something you can do with them, they will leave you more and more. And it's a big freedom already that. You know, it's a, what a good relaxation already. Okay. Yeah, I understand. It's not always those with a apparent easy coming here and time to dedicate to this and all that. It's not always them they get more benefited, you know. Sometimes it's in the contrary. You have 5 minutes, but then you want to hear something and then you can't, and then you hear better. You never know. The ways are different for everybody. Okay.
And with the emotions, just to allow,
You know, what can you do? If they come up, let them come up. You will not control. But don't do something with them.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they will leave you as they came, with meaningless. Something. Otherwise, again, it's like you fill the bucket all the time and you define yourself all the time, you see. Because liberation is to get free of descriptions, of carrying efforts to transform oneself, to see the meanings in this and that. You see? So, they come, okay, they go, you are. That is not the essential. Who you are, this is only a covering of yourself. You will see it better when you don't do anything with them. You will see it better.
I mean, somehow it's not new what you're saying, you know, and it's been my understanding for a long time that what happens is I feel like to be on a volcano, you know, to be always sitting on a volcano.
But why you sit on it? You want to suppress? You are afraid?
Yeah.
You see, listen, you are afraid when you think they are meaningful. When you think you have to do something with them and then you feel overwhelmed by them. But if you don't have those two objectives, what happens? Tell me.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. When you are afraid of them, you see why you are afraid of them. It's because you think you have to do something with them, or to give some meaning, to transform something in you, or meaning in your life, or whatever. But if you don't have those intentions, those convictions that they mean something, you give too much meaning to them. So if you don't,
I can only describe what I'm feeling, and it's like a lock, it's just energy, and I can't. Even when I hear what you say, something in me relaxes, but it feels like the energy is really stuck, like to be in a vice, like, I don't know how to explain, but
because somewhere you stop
it's like when I hear you from here down,
but
relaxing.
it stops somewhere.
It's like this.
Yeah, okay. have you, so far, have you given such a reality in the emotions and such a, it was a way to work?
I mean, not to see them as real, because somehow the work with myself has always been to allow myself to release, and then in that release it's very clear that they're not real. It's like the
But you see, you have been observing them.
yeah exactly.
Who are you if you are no more their observer? Who are you? To observe makes them alive all the time. You see the children, when they have a public, they are alive. And you see it's the same. If they are not observed, what they will do. Try that, don't observe. I mean, of course, something is going on, but you can also just, you don't need to be a witness. And then let's see.
Okay,
Yeah?
so this is very new for me because
Okay, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Something new. Okay.
okay.
But this is a big thing. It applies anyway. It is the last indication anyway. Don't be a witness. You are not even a witness in reality. So why to go to that track? Ah, that's a good sign.
This what we talked about before, that life now brings us here, and life I feel very much carried. I feel not really, there's nobody really interfering, it really happens, and it's quite an incredible journey to notice.
Yeah.
And surprising, and yet this life force, whatever, is still in the body, is still, because there is a body, because there is somebody or a body that it manifests, and all what it brings along, like emotions, like even the witnessing is somehow at one point it's finished. It's like it includes or it contains, I don't know, everything. So I wonder what is left.
I wonder
Even the most subtle, the most subtle notion, whatever, like the consciousness, the witnessing of the consciousness still implies there is certain apparatum that somehow perceives, and this one day will rot, and
why will rot? Can be is rotten.
what?
Is rotten.
It's
Would be better. Will rot. Not will rot.
It's rotten.
Is rotten.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm speechless. What can I add?
Yes.
What can I add?
Still, it's quite intriguing, because in the same time knowing you are not that, knowing you are not that, knowing, listening, hearing unshakable certainty about it, you know, and yet still there is all the time this perceiver, this how to put it. Surrender, you know, it's not even surrender. It's like it's happening. It's given. It's happening. It's what is given to happen. The life, the perceiver of the perceiving machine of life, you know, and the one that experiences everything, and you know, this is past, this passes, and then I don't know. It's like it's only an idea that being. Well, that's for sure the only thing you can be sure of, for sure, is being.
But what does it mean?
Yeah, which I don't know, where it has no end, no beginning, and right now there is this perceiver of it, this, and yeah. It's a mystery.
For whom?
Yeah. Well, nobody, as soon as there's a who, yeah, it's not.
Keep quiet, but
No, you cannot force it, so you go on.
no, I cannot force.
No.
Yeah. Yesterday, I've seen clearly I was looking for an attainment for this. And I said to myself, of course, why should I look for attainment? Because I was always that.
Yeah.
But when I say I was always that, I know it's not. It's I borrow something here.
You borrow the knowledge.
The knowledge again. So this is clear for me.
But that's why you are frustrated.
Yes.
Very clear.
So I don't know. It's making me crazy.
I understand.
It's making me crazy because I am just on the borderline, you know, and I'm fighting on the both everywhere because I want to stop, you know, but I can't.
Who told you that you need that knowledge? Because you see, if you have that reference, it means it's real that you sometimes thought you were not that. You keep the duality. It's too much even to say I am that. You say that once when it is, let's say, the radical ultimate time to your mind, you thought you were not, then suddenly you say, oh, I'm that. But that's it, you know, it belongs to the mind. So, I don't know. So I mean, to realize you too, okay, without all that, without the impression of the knowledge that once upon a time you were not that, and suddenly you know you are that, but you have to leave all that behind. You see, there is nobody left to claim I'm not that or I am that. This is the point, you see. Liberated from somebody claiming at anything. So you cannot keep the knowledge. Or you take it as an exercise to remind you and all, but then you put yourself in a journey. And I ask you then, okay, but you can end the journey now if you want. When one feels not ready to leave the journey, he will go on like this at the best, reminding him at times, I'm that, and then at the top, let's say, at the top of the journey, you have glimpses, you have experiences, they last some time, and then you lose them again with the impression that, yeah, I have the knowledge, but it's not today, it's not like this, yet I know when when you hear that, it's quite, the mind is quite busy, isn't it? So it is not a restful mind, it is not quietness. But who told you you have to keep a journal?
Quand tu dis de journée, c'est
Un chemin, enfin, ce parcours,
ah oui,
qui te dit de garder ce parcours, parce que c'est parce que tu as un parcours que tu dis à un moment donné, mais enfin je suis cela.
yes.
C'est à cause du parcours. I think the one who is liberated, he cannot even utter I am that. He will not utter I am not that, but he can't. What can he say? He cannot say even I am that, it has no meaning. Isn't it? But you don't want to take that pill. But it's true.
No.
It's true. I don't know why.
I'm still trying to understand why I'm stuck, yes, on that, you know.
Because because you keep everything at the level of knowledge. You don't enter into action. Or, I don't know to
Yes, it's right
express it.
what you
You
say.
see,
But I don't know how to remove this knowledge.
you have not to remove. It is there.
Yeah.
It is there.
Yes.
But why you are impressed by it? Why do you always eat the same menu? It's boring.
Yeah. For the moment, I don't know. I cannot answer.
Yeah, but maybe it's the end of it. Realize that it is not something to be kept as knowledge. Because knowledge helps you to remove more and more concepts. But in fact, it was a delay. Just a delay. In fact, who you are, you don't need the knowledge. You are already that. And if you have this passion about the subject, you may say so many things. But it's not true knowledge that you realize. You realize you may get the knowledge, but it's not true knowledge that you realize.
But it's very strange because when you say that, I understand.
Then again, you put it into knowledge. You are telling me. Why? Because you want to start this level. To start this level of understanding. When I speak, who told you that you go? Why do you go only to understanding? Because you always want to confirm you understand that you have a perfect knowledge. But no, it is enough, isn't it? What more can I say that you don't know?
Yes.
Alors, it is enough. There is no more knowledge. I cannot squeeze something new. There is no more knowledge now I can give you. The curiosity, you cannot be more curious. I have nothing more to say. Ever, nobody, I tell you. So, the subject is dried up as knowledge, finished. Or you repeat and I say the menu is very boring. So I just explain.
Yeah. It's clear.
Very good.
So when I start to clear up why I'm stuck in that knowledge. So
You want to understand more, huh?
yeah, it's terrible. It's like a reflex, you know. And when I want to understand why I'm stuck on that, it starts again, knowledge again. It's no end. But that is clear for me. It's clear. But I don't know how to.
Because you don't decide to be free. When you hear, you see, my knowledge that I can convey is dried up now. I cannot tell you a secret more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the end.
Yeah.
Okay. No. No. What?
So if it's the end, well, but I'm going to describe again. This is terrible.
Tell me then that I want to see. What?
So if it's the end, I have nothing to do to search.
But what
To
I'm telling
investigate,
every day.
yes.
I say
Yeah.
no effort, don't search, and I say that every day.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you hear what you say every day, this is one thing. But to integrate, it's
There is nothing to integrate.
bon, okay.
Oh. Oh.
Yes. You see, again, I make a mistake.
But that's what I say, because you remain at the knowledge. Then you go in the logic of the knowledge. In the knowledge, this is very logical, but it's not about that. To break, this is enough. Anyway.